Hello everybody, Dr. Lisa Thompson here of the Digital Marketing Doctor, and we're continuing our discussion on how to generate 2 to 3 leads a day using Google+. In this video, we're going to talk about the Google+ page and how it's different from the Google+ profile. Now, with the Google+ page, you have access to important data such as demographics, shared posts, and your Google Plus ones. Now the plus ones are similar to the like feature in Facebook. Now the default setting in a Google Plus page is public, and if you notice in your profile page where you have the option in certain areas that you can make things public or private. Now this is the big key in the Google Plus page. If you are operating in your Google Plus page, you cannot add a person to your circle unless someone has added your page or mentioned it. They have their own +1 button but cannot endorse other pages or websites with a +1 vote. So basically the own +1 button is you would have that, and if someone were to come and just like your button, it's your +1 button, your like, that people like your page. Now the only other thing with the Google page too is it cannot participate in a mobile Google Hangout. If you are going to be using a mobile Google Hangout, you want to use your standard Google profile page. Now a lot of people ask me, do I need to have a Google Plus page? I say yes. Now you can operate your Google pages differently. For some of you, you may be involved in several different opportunities. You may want to differentiate and have a separate page for each opportunity. For example, for those of you who are in My Lead System Pro, you might want to have a page just directly for My Lead System Pro and what you're learning and what you're doing in that. You might have a page just dedicated to your primary company if you're in network marketing, and let's say whether you're with Pure Leverage or Empower Network or Herbalife or Monavi, excuse me, or Evolve, any of those types of network marketing companies, or Mary Kay, you can have a separate page for that. So it's very customizable. Now like I did with the Google profile, I'm going to talk to you first with the slides, and then I'll show you on what it looks like in Google. Now the Google Plus page is going to be very similar to setup like your Google profile. You want to add a photo. So typically, if you're branding yourself, which is really important that you do, still use the same image that you used with your Google profile page, and make sure that it's consistent with the other pictures that you're using on your main website and on your other social media network sites. Again, this is about branding and heightening your visibility on the web. Now you want to make sure with your tagline, now this is different than from the Google Plus profile. In the tagline, you have to have 10 words in the tagline. So, and if you're really good at keyword research, it's highly recommended that you put your keywords that you want to rank for in your tagline. So again, that's an advanced technique, but in the beginning, if you're starting out, just make sure you have 10 words in that tagline. So you can see why, like I talked about earlier in the earlier video about the profile page, don't put self-employed. Don't put online entrepreneur, okay? This is all about branding, folks. You have to see Google Plus, your Google Plus page, and your Google Plus profile is really your online business card, okay? You want to convey professionalism, you want to convey interest, and when you really take the time and you're filling things out and you're being specific, people are going to be drawn to that. People are going to be like, wow, I feel like I know this person already and I want to make the connection. You will be amazed. I have been, with me, I've been getting these leads, 2 to 3 leads a day, and all I'm doing is I have things filled out. There are some days where, I'm not out actively, finding people on Google+, but people are finding me, and I'm averaging at least 1 to 2 people adding me to their circles. And that's all from just filling out your Google page and your Google profile. Okay? Now, when we get to the introduction, like I said, we want to fill that out completely, and then under additional links, you want to lay it out again, very specific. You want to start with your social media networks. Then you want to do your main website, and that's your primary website where people are going to find you. So if you have a particular brand, like for me, my main website is digitalmarketingdoctor.com. That is my main website. So, and I would highly recommend that, or if it's your blog, where people are going to find you, where you're really posting your relevant content. Then you put your opportunity links, and that would be where you're promoting your primary companies. So like if you were promoting My Lead System Pro, MLSP, you're promoting Empower Network, or you're promoting Ronavi, or you're promoting Herbalife, or you're promoting Mary Kay, Evolve, Pure Leverage, that's going to all kind of go below, or any other affiliate links. Then you're going to list your relevant blog posts. And so folks, if you are in the MLSP, My Lead System Pro 100-Day Biz Builder Challenge at week 4, when you're pairing up with another challenge partner and you're doing guest blog posts, that's where you're going to put your posts. So enough of me showing you what's on the slides. I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to take you right to the Google Plus page. Okay, here we are. We're now at my main site here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover over that G, and I'm going to come down where it says Pages. And you can see I have a couple of different pages, so I'm going to hit click on Digital Marketing Doctor, which is mine. Now you can see up here, look, it says you are the manager of this page. So I have to make sure, if I click the About, you'll notice if you're not going to see any edit links here. So I have to make sure that I click up here and say switch to this page. And then that puts me where I can edit. And then I'll just come up here to About. And as you can see here, I'm just going to move my screen here so you can see where I'm at. Okay. And you'll see who are in my circles. And notice that I use kind of the same picture, both my facial shot, and I'm using kind of the same background. Now here's what I mean with the 10 words. Now on my Google Plus profile page, I just said building healthy and profitable websites. Here I put building healthy and profitable websites through authority blogs and branding. That is my tagline. Now here I included also the same suggested circles. I followed the same format where you'll see my primary companies, and then I put the links there. And then if you look, it gives some pop. And this is really important with the Google Plus page when you do this, because if people are going to be looking at your business page, they're going to want to see what your opportunity is. So it's really, really powerful. Now, I did not put any personal information like I did with my Google circles, where I talked about being a Cocker Spaniel lover, Monty Python lover, Star Trek Next Generation, Grumpy Cat. I did not put that there. This is just purely focused on business. And again, I have my elevator pitch here, pretty much just the same that I used in my Google Plus profile. And then down here, you can see what my links are. I have my link to my main site. And then what I would suggest you guys do is when you get to your URLs, and I didn't mention this when when I did the profile video, is kind of be playful with your URL labels, okay? Where you want to make them where you want people to engage. So like saying, instead of just saying my Facebook page, tell them what they should be doing. Like me on Facebook, or follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Put something catchy. Now, for example, if you are in My Lead System Pro, there is a great free training available about Facebook jail. So I thought I'd make a little play on it with Monopoly, calling it Get Out of Facebook Jail Free Card. Okay, and people are going to look at that and say, what's that about? And you know what, folks? One of my #1 leads, I get the majority of my leads is through that Get Out of Jail Facebook, or excuse me, Get Out of Facebook Jail Free Card and the free Wednesday webinars from My Lead System Pro. Those are my top 2. And so if I wanted to come here, what I could do, I can look here. I can also put down, and I can rearrange things too as well. Now just make sure when you're adding your URLs and your and working on your links. Now some people, again, if you have advanced strategies and you're really good at keyword research and SEO, you could put your keywords in here too, because remember, anything that you're putting into Google Plus, Google's going to index and rank, so you can really, hit it hard with the search engines. I want to share with you just 2 more things, and then we'll conclude this video. One powerful thing you can do is put photos and do like a photo album. Now, unfortunately, I didn't do this on my Google page here. I'm going to have to do that, but I did it on my Google Plus page. And what I'm going to do is, if you want to get out of the Digital Marketing Doctor page, or my Digital Marketing Doctor page, and I want to get to my profile, okay, I'm just going to see what happens is if I want to get to my profile page, and I click over here, and I click on the profile here, this is the way you can tell between the page and the personal circle. You're going to see here, when you're using the page, you're going to see your primary website here and what the name of your page is. So what I want to do is I want to go back to my regular Google Plus page. So I'm just going to come down here, and as you can see, I just clicked here, and I'm going to come down and I'm going to click here, and that takes me back directly to my Google Plus page. And I'm just going to adjust the screen here, and now I'm back to my profile page. And when you look at your profile page, you're going to see where you're working. It'll show your personal name. And this is what's going to be different than the page. Your profile is going to say who has you in their circles. Okay? Now, back to what I was showing you with the photos. What I like to do is create a photo album, and I use infographics to share with people that are related to my market. And what this does is it enhances my visibility, enhances my brand, and it also enhances my relatability and my authority into my market. So for example, if I go here, this is a social media infographic. Okay, and as you can see here, if I clicked on this and I made this bigger, people can look here, okay, and read, what's going on. Again, infographics are just awesome at getting people to building your brand, because people are very visual. They're not going to want to spend a lot of time reading stuff, but if you have, and what makes the infographic so appealing, it's got a nice mix of graphic and text, and it can be really eye-catching. So where would you find infographics? I use what's called private label right infographics, or PLR, and basically what that is you get in and people will create products or content, and then they give you the right where you can claim it as your own or make additions to it, and you can modify it. The PLR place that I usually like to go to, and I'm just gonna even though I'm gonna just type in Google here, and I'm gonna type in a name, and this is the one that I really like being with, where I get my PLR infographics, and really you want to get in his mailing list, and it is Justin Popovich, and he creates amazing private label right content, and he and Ted do, it's just absolutely outstanding. So what I would do is try to get in, find a mailing list. He has a personal blog here. I'm going to see if I can find his blog. Let's see. He does strip blogs. Okay, here we go. I think this is it, right? Yep, this is. We'll bring up his page here. And Justin, nope, that's not his, or it's one of his other sites. But you can look here. Here we go. This is Justin Popovich's blog, and I highly recommend that you subscribe to his mailing list. And then what he will do is you can get, he will send you offers on some of his PLR infographics, and usually he charges between $7 and $17, and it's a tremendous value. So if you find something that's within your niche, he usually has that. So he's the one that I highly recommend that you you go with. So if you have any, I'm gotta let me put this back to here, and this will conclude this video. And what I will do is in the next video we're going to kind of put everything together, and we're going to focus on how you're going to make connections on Google+. And I will see you then.